There we go. That's one. Yeah. Come on. Go. Let's go. Whoa. ¿Qué tal? Come. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Come on.
¿Qué pasó con el otro?
No interrumpas, pendejo, la dejé en la casa. Y les digo, de aquí para acá, chingan a su madre.
¿Qué nos da la
Cállese, güey. Y de aquí para acá, son pendejos.
¡Hey, gringo! ¿Hablas español?
No, sir. Pardon, pero yo habla un solo poquito español.
Poquito.
¿Habla English?
Oh, sí, gringo. Hablo mucho inglés.
Y
Hablo filthy fucking bean eater. Hablo slippery little Mexican. Hablo little piece of shit.
shit.
¿Comprende, amigo? ¿Comprende? Hey, what are you doing here, gringo? I don't remember inviting you to my country.
I don't think you did, amigo. I mean you no harm.
You mean us no harm? This is funny. What harm could you do to us exactly?
Nothing, amigo. Now, I appreciate the welcome committee, but I'd hate to spoil a beautiful afternoon on such beautiful land with any further unpleasantries. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Hold it, gringo. I think you're forgetting something. A little taxation. I have a large family.
Very big.
I, too, have a family friend. So that we may see our families again, I suggest we part ways amicably.
Can I see the boots, gringo?
I think you can see him from where you're standing just fine, senor.
Take off the boots, Americano.
As you wish.
Oh, very good. Very good indeed, sir. What a great way to improve border relations. An illiterate farmer crossing the river, coming into their civilization and butchering the local peasants? Thank you very much, sir.
Don't mention it, old man.
You kill peasants, you become a peasant.
I never aspired to be anything more.
A socialist, huh? No wonder you left America.
I'm many things. Most of them bad. But a man of political principles? No.
Well, then I fear Mexico may not be for you, sir.
Don't you worry about me.
Oh, but I do worry. An angry man a long way from home, a man who handles a gun as sloppy as you.
I can handle a gun okay, partner.
Yeah, as long as you're killing quail or peasants. But if you have to face another man, you don't stand a chance.
And you do?
I can show you a few tricks. Come with me.
Hold on. What's your name?
That doesn't matter anymore. And you?
I never had a name, mister. I was raised in an orphanage.
A real American, huh? Wonderful. Just wonderful. Well, you won't make it in the circus, but you can shoot. Keep on practicing.
Thank you, old man.
Now, who are you?
No one interesting. Who are you?
Landon Ricketts. Not a name that means much anymore.
Means a little. You were famous when I was a boy.
Yeah, killing men's a strange kind of fame. I was the fastest in my time. I must have been. I'm the only one left.
What are you doing here?
Living quietly. Waiting.
For what?
I don't know. And you?
I'm looking for a couple of men. Bill Williamson, Javier Escuela. Escuela's from here.
It could be. This whole place is teeming with Americans on the run. Mercenaries, locals hell-bent on revolution.
Revolution? Another one?
Yeah. Never really ends. This whole place has been a hotbed for revolution since before the Spanish left. Now there's another local guy running around promising the peasants their freedom. Just like the last two or three. Local government, foul bunch. Colonel Allende, he runs this place like a feudal king. He's an awful individual.
Is that so?
Yeah. Until someone puts a bullet in his head. Come on, let's get back to it. You gotta keep that back straight. Otherwise it makes the gun jump. See if this Schofield makes a difference. Now that's a real gun.
¡Carajo, gringo! ¡No te da pena!
Let's try one more time. Remember what I told you. Well done. Now that wasn't so hard, was it? Follow me. We're gonna try something a little more challenging. The birds around here are always raising hell, scavenging and scaring the life out of the locals. I say we put your newfound skills to the test while doing a public service for the good people of Chuparosa. Here will do. I'm gonna scare up some birds. Let's see if you can take down more than one at a time. Nicely done, sir. You've been taught well. I'd have to say I'm surprised you heard of Landon Ricketts. I would have thought an old goat like me would have been long forgotten by now.
I heard many a story when I was a boy. Still do sometimes.
What, these days? I find that hard to believe. What do people say?
Oh, you know how them conversations go. Fellers arguing over who's the toughest, who's the fastest, and who shot people in the back.
I place good money on me still being the fastest.
Ay, Señor Ricketts! Señor Ricketts!
Senor Ricketts, Senor Ricketts, por favor, senor. Our bank wagon's under attack just outside of town. We need your help again.
Whoa, slow down, Ramon. We'll take care of it.
Thank you, senor. Again, you are the savior of this town.
Well, my friend, are you ready to take a less theoretical exam?
Sure. I don't think I ever rode with no savior before.
Let's haul out. Time we put you to work on some bigger prey.
Work! Let's go!
Yeah! What the hell? So why are you looking for these two men?
It's a long story. We used to ride together. We was all friends once.
Only a buzzard feeds on his friends. There must be a high bounty on their heads.
What would you do if somebody took the people you love and told you they'd die if you didn't do as they asked?
Easy now. Look over there. They're in trouble, all right? Come on.
Too damn close!
Go on, just like I taught you. This is what happens when you steal from my town.
I'm getting the hang of this!
All right, let's move out. Everybody stay alert.
Come on. I can see you haven't lost your touch, Landon.
Nobody said I had. You talk real big for a boy who couldn't shoot straight a half hour ago.
And you talk big for an old man who can't stand up straight no more.
You're a long way from being a Landon Ricketts partner, young, old, or otherwise. All those stories you heard as a boy were true, you know.
¡Dios mío! ¡Vienen más! ¡Estamos muertos!
Great shooting birds, that's it. Looks like that's all. Come on, let's keep moving.
So much for this quiet life of yours, Mr. Ricketts. Yeah. Slow down!
Sano y salvo. Nunca podré agradecer lo suficiente.
Buy me a whiskey later, and we'll call things about even.
Yeah!
Uy, qué macho. Me gustaría pasar un rato contigo. Ven aquí, mi amor. Ven aquí. Tengo cositas que contarte.
I don't think that's good.
Muy interesante. Gracias, amigos. Mr. Marston, how the devil are you?
I'm fine. How are you, Mr. Ricketts?
I'm good. I'm glad you're here because these men were just telling me about Mr. Escuela.
Javier Escuela?
Emilio, let me ask you something. His nombre is Javier Señor Escuela? Is Javier? To see?
No sé, señor.
He doesn't know.
I got that bit. Ask him, was he about 5'8"? Mustache? Did he have an American in tow? A big American?
Emilio, the Stabacone. Grande Americano?
Yo no sé.
No.
Again, I got that.
But they do have his sister. Emilio's, I mean. She's a fine young woman. Teacher. A human being. Not the clothed vermin so many people seem to have turned into.
Tell him I'm sorry.
When a man's family is involved, you need a little more enthusiasm than mere apologies.
I have enough worries, sir. This man's problems pain me, but they're not quite my own.
Those who sit on the fence make a choice, in their own way. Don't you think, Mr. Marston?
Of course. And what about you, Ricketts? A man living in the past? Man who ran away from home? What choice did you make?
I'll tell you what choice I made. I'm a fighter, sir, and I'll fight to the end. I think we should get going. You can take the train with me or ride yourself. Makes no odds to me.
Hablan de mucho mal y conjuraciones en Primero Quebrada.
Mi amor, ven aquí. Tengo una cosita para enseñar.
I've been hearing some things about you, John Marston.
Really?
That perhaps you're more in need of my help than I thought.
Is that so?
That some recent encounters with this Bill Williamson fella haven't gone exactly in your favor.
Funny how everyone seems to know my business, but nothing about the men I'm looking for.
It isn't easy getting the locals to talk. It's the only way to travel, so they keep telling me. We'll get off at Casa Madrugada and ride from there. There should be some horses for us across the way. Come on, first stop, El Matadero. We need to find a man called Carlos. I was told he could help us. We'll ask around when we get there, but we don't want to draw attention. See if you can keep your gun holstered for once.
You're the hero around here, Mr. Ricketts, not me. What does the army want with this Luisa girl anyway?
She's a rebel, and apparently close to their leader, Reyes. She's a pretty young thing. That's normally reason enough for Allende.
So I've heard.
She's a good woman, a teacher. If they lay a finger on her, I swear I'll feed those bastards their balls. Here we are. Looks kind of sleepy, don't it? All right, let's find this Carlos guy. Carlos,
See?
We're here for Luisa. She's still being held up in the caves?
Yes. She's still up there. Who's the cowboy?
We're here to help.
Muy bien. I can distract the guards. You and the gringo can get inside.
Let's do it.
I will keep them talking, senor. The rest I will leave to you.
All right, let's find Luisa.
Hola. ¿Qué tal?
¿Qué quieres? ¡No puedes estar aquí!
Hace calor hoy. Bien bochornoso, ¿verdad?
No lo voy a decir otra vez. ¡No puedes estar aquí!
Oye, soy yo, Carlos. Pues trabajo en el matadero.
No me importa quién eres. Esta es una zona militar prohibida. Vete a casa.
Me gustan sus botas. Muy bonitas. Mi hermana tiene las mismas.
Pinche campesino de mierda. Te voy a colgar al lado de tus cerdos.
Váyanse al infierno, traidores.
That's our cue. The entrance is down this way.
¡Te voy a matar!
You're not covering me! Follow me!
I'm wide open here! Jingle your mother!
This doesn't look good. Don't give him any room. Come on, stay with me. My lord! Keep at him, Marston! This way! She must be in here. I'm gonna see if I can blow the door open. You keep guard. There'll be more on the way. What the hell? Deal with those bastards, Marston. Get behind the table. I'm gonna blow it.
Let's see what you got.
Stand back, damn it! Here goes. Come on, boy! Poor girl's barely alive. Right, let's see if we can all get out of here in one piece. Skillfully done, sir. I taught you well.
What have we got here?
Es perfecto. ¡Ojo, pendejo! ¡Estos tiros no fallarán! ¡Muere, pelado! ¡Messi! ¡Estas balas lo dejarán inválido! Before they send more guards.
Don't think you'll be wanting this no more, friend.
Looks like Carlos left us some horses. Come on! Let's go before any more of them show up.
Come on! I guess it's too late to talk about things! You ain't gonna win this!
Stop! Garrett is our property!
Yeah!
Look out! More of them back! What are you doing? We're dead if we stay in this canyon.
Yeah! You really want to die? Faster!
Damn, where the hell is Carlos? I thought he was meeting us here. Where is he? Something doesn't feel right here. There he is. Talk about cutting it fine.
Luisa, gracias a Dios.
Thank you for saving me. You're good men. Friends of the people of this land.
Was someone named Harvey Escuela one of the men holding you?
No, I don't know. I don't think so. But I remember that name from prison. Bad people spoke of him.
I told you, John, he's still in Mexico.
Okay, then. I guess we'll keep looking.
Yeah.